do some ranching. From the controller first. Last time we may have lost 3 monsters, but we have 3 more now. This was going to be my fight and adventure monster, I think. Or rather my, yeah, fighter adventure monster. Alright, so actually first what I want to do is unfreeze, my main monster. And give it a heart. Give it the heart that I want to give it. And see if it learns attack or levels up attack. Anything special you know about this monster? He knows Tiger Spike and Tiger Fang. Right, okay, he's gonna learn Tiger Step. My kitten is trying to wash her face so hard. You look so pathetic right now. Oh, it learned Tiger Charge. Nice. That's a medium move that I won't need to learn now. And I can learn Tiger Step for my long-range move. And that's some speed and power I don't need to train now. New monsters! Yay! Alright, and Ron is gonna be at the start of not March, June here. So remember, 3rd week of May, wake up the monster. This is our pastime monster. So this monster we just want to use to pass time with until Ronron. And then revive the primary monster, do Ronron. And then we have all the text we want. And then we can start raising it. So this one we don't really care about too much how we're going to raise it, but I'll just start doing drills with it. It looks so pathetic. Just like you, Amelia. Amelia's watching the TV, actually. Are you watching the TV? I think this is the first time she's watched the TV. Yeah. No slow blinks, yeah. Don't scratch my chair. Keep watching the TV. Don't scratch my chair. You're gonna hurt yourself. Plop. She's still trying to wash her face. Which, by the way, Amelia has a cone on, one of those cloth cones on, so it's impossible for her to reach her face with her feet. So she's just licking the cone on the inside and rubbing the outside with one of her feet. I know you wanna wash your head so bad. Okay, where is the Brillia? I don't want to go to Brillia. No, we'll go there. We'll do Ron here. sparkly tree up there. Hop back across and just do the explorations. Since, what do you call it? Noisy Hall won't do much. Come on, I'm hoping for stat ups here, game. I thought there were two over here. Guess not. Found a bunch of those eggs. So what stat ops, please? Oh, a battle. Okay, this should be okay. More than okay. So you really don't want to do those. They do take off a little bit of lifespan. You don't really get anything out of them. So it runs out your Ron. Wow, you don't really like lunch, do you? Alright. So now that we have 4 moves, we can start resting our, or not resting, training our monster. So let's see, we want speed and power for sure. I think tigers are mainly speed and then power as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and move to the underwater area and do the speed power minus int training over there. I know I just saved, but I'm saving again, just in case it fails. So how we're gonna be doing this is, okay. Save before each drill. If your monster fails, reset, try another drill. If it fails again, reset, try another drill in a different area. If it fails yet again, rest the monster. We're just gonna be doing that over and over and over and over again. Always go on Ron, raise your battle tax, reset if you get a fight on adventure, reset if you get a fight, reset if you get items that lower your stats. Repeat for life a monster. By replacing a fail with a rest, you almost double your weeks to raise your monster while eliminating failures. So it's gonna be repetitive, it's gonna be boring, it's gonna be annoying to remember to save after every turn, but it's gonna work. And once we get all our stats, we're just gonna kind of try to blow through all the tournaments. I'll just see what those personalities do. Cool and bad. Zoomies! Flip! So now I have to load. That's not what I wanted to just read here. Attributes, there it is. Cool. Motivation is hard to change, positively or negatively, and he's also bad. Bad. Doesn't say. We failed one, so we're gonna try a different one instead. We failed that one, so we need to try one in a different area. Zoomies. And nope, I'm gonna rest this week. So yeah, get used to this. That's how it's gonna be, reloading a lot. Save Scummer? I hardly knew her. Naga, please. There we go. We can keep this one. Hey, Eric. We are save scumming. Because save scumming is the way to make a good monster in this. So what you do is you do a training. If you fail, do a different training. If you fail that one, do a different training in a different area. And if you fail that one, then you rest. And supposedly it keeps your monster's health up. Without you're not pushing them too hard, and just overall get you more successful trainings than doing a failure and losing your tiredness and having to rest and doing it that way. So you save. We're gonna try to do this one here. We fail. Doesn't matter what we choose though, but I still choose that one to keep reminding myself which one it is. System load. Now we're going to try a different training in the same area. And that one works. We can keep this week. Because you can't do, unlike Monster Ranchers 1 and 2, you can't do a full no rest schedule in this game. Because there's no items you can really feed your... Speaking of items, I need to go sell some stuff. There's no items you can like really feed your monster to keep their stats up and everything like that. just giving it that too. I think it does raise your levels your stress out or something like that, so go ahead and save again now that I've fixed my inventory a little bit. Basically this way you get more successful trainings. If one fails or another one succeeds, or you rest your monster and they stay healthy. They lower their stress and everything. It's really annoying on week 4 when you have to like feed them and everything. Just to reload. Turns out we might not need the other 2 monsters anymore because we got one move from feeding Toji's heart to Naga, and then we got the other move because we already had a stone in our inventory. All right, this is a rest week. What was I gonna say? And then we got one move from feeding Toji's heart to Naga, and then we got another move from a stone. So we didn't need the stone finding monster in the end. And then the past time monster we just used for 3 weeks before Ron. So everything worked out. And this should be the monster that we end up beating the game with. Hopefully, unless something horrible happens. just gonna skip this run because I'm resetting anyway. I think I will just rest that week though. I don't know. No. Skip through all this text and then abort the Ron. And then feed the monster and then reset. It's been a successful thing. Now we can do Ron. Okay, we want to do Noisy Hall, and then we want to do, search areas. What do I want to level up? Probably Tiger Spike first, or Tiger Charge, because those both have a high hit percent. Do Tiger Charge first. Okay, now I want to do the standard areas. And hope for items like that. We want stat up items and like that. want those, but I don't want to reset over that. Technically we should reset over that, but there's only 2 points. So we got our 2 points back. Alright, we're done. We're probably gonna end up resting anyway. Hey, Smokey Bear! I know, Naga is very tired. Oh, I don't want to save, I want to load. It's going pretty good. This is my last week of streaming before I take a break for the end of the year / start of the year next week. We're doing save scumming as we raise this monster. That's good. I know some people... I know this can be a stressful time of year for some people, for many reasons. So I'm glad that you and others are doing well. You don't want to train power here. You don't want to train speed here either. You don't want to train that here, so we'll just try the life training and see what that does. Failure? Okay. Oh yeah, I bet. I had a stressful weekend because my kitten was sick. That sucked. So, but luckily I haven't had to go out, like, to shopping places or whatever. I don't want a system, I want to move. She's okay now. It was a little scary for a bit. She had a fever. For whatever reason, we don't know. I don't know why she had a fever, but she did. Had to get fluids at the vet and then again at the emergency vet. So I take her to the normal vet and the emergency vet. Because her fever kept spiking. And then Saturday afternoon, it was like, oh, I'm okay now. She wasn't eating either. I was like hand feeding her tube treats. But she is back to normal now. She's passed out on on my sweatshirt now. Okay, good. 3 fillers. I can rest you now. I'm gonna try to get rid of that status effect. I need to get a large egg. It's expensive. Well, energy ball also does it. That one's cheaper. Yay, okay. Naga hates potatoes. What are the Kalaragi trainings? Life small, power up, speed down. Speed up, defense down. Ooh, defense up, ain't down. I like that. We'll try that one this time instead of doing the life up one. But you're gonna rest anyway, because you failed. I'm gonna reset this anyway, so... Doesn't matter if I win or lose. Great! We're about due for a great, Jesus. It's already been an hour? Wow. I guess the saving and loading takes up a lot of time, huh? When she says, but it looks a little stressed out, that means... Stress amount is between 30 and 49. That's okay. All you gotta do is keep failing your trainings and you'll get rest. I know. It kind of sucks doing it this way. I feel really bad for not resting the monster when it's like very tired, and I'm just like, But once it fails 3 trainings in a row, then I'm like, okay, then we definitely gonna rest. I don't want to waste the turn, you know? We're min-maxing. We gotta do it right. See? 3 failures. Now we can rest. I think I like the meth. Well, the methods in Monster Rancher 1 and 2 aren't much better because you're just force feeding. In 1, you're force feeding your monster a bunch of items so they never have to rest. And in 2, you just kind of like alternate the weeks of force feeding the monster items so they don't have to rest. I wish I could save state. Like, that would make this a lot easier. Just reload the save state right before the thing, but I guess it's quick enough for being on hardware. But if I was at save states, then I could just reset right as soon as it failed. Instead of having to go here and wait for it to go through, say the thing, and then reload the memory card and all that kind of stuff. But that's what I get for playing on hardware. Rest again. Although having to rest on a full of energy week is kind of annoying. Like this one. I gotta go skip the Ron. There we go. Now we can run. Don't you love when you're exploring and your brain cells go up? Naga still has a lot of brain cells. I don't want that one. It's this one. My brain cells, they're going up. Oh yeah, this PS2 is starting to grind a little bit. I might need to like check. I need to clean the laser or something probably with it. or grease up the belt or something like that. I had to do that with my my first Sega CD. I had to grease the belt up, grease the laser. The thing that moves the laser, I had to grease up the gears in it when I first got it, and then that one eventually died on me. Had to get a second one. Haven't had to fix this Sega CD. But also, I very rarely play it. As in, I never use it. It just sits there. I think I used it for Popful Mail. Yeah, I played Popful Mail on it. I played a burn disc of Popful Mail on it, because I played the fixed version. The unworked, designed version of it. Like I was saying earlier, this can be a stressful time of year for people. It's just everything. Some people, it's like work's easy for them, and they're seeing their family, holidays, blah blah. Other people, it's like work is piling up, and they're not going anywhere. Or they don't want to see their family and stuff like that. Me, it's like I have no work to do, so I'm bored during the daytime. And work takes forever to get through, like the daytime takes forever to get through. And I'm not doing anything for the holiday, except for streaming on Friday. I have to bring Amelia for her booster shots on Friday as well, but other than that, it's just streaming on Friday after the holiday. I was thinking about getting a something nice for dinner too. What am I doing? I'm moving. I have 4 days off, Thursday through Sunday, so I'm hoping to make a lot of progress in, other than the stuff I'm streaming. I hope to make a lot of progress in Reslariana Red White. I played that for like 3 hours? 2 hours yesterday before I played Odin Sphere on stream. It's a bit of a slog because I'm a little underleveled. By no means my fault, because I'm fighting like a lot of enemies. It's just, you can't just make nuke items in that game very easily. Or ultimate weapons very quickly. Like I do in Aisha, where I'm just like nuking everything with Linka. We have some paid holidays. It depends on where you work. It depends on like where you work. It's not by default like no matter what you do, you have a paid holiday. It depends on your workplace. So like when I worked at Staples, which is a retail job, we only had, I think it was 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, and Memorial Day. I think we had like 4 or 5 paid holidays. But like we were open Labor Day, we were open President's Day, we were open on Easter, stuff like that. And then my current job, we have like 6 or 7, maybe 5 to 7. I know we have. Well, it depends on the year too. So this year, Christmas is on a Thursday, so we have the Friday off as well. And New Year's is on a Thursday next year, so we have the Friday off as well. They do that for us to be nice. So that was like Thursday, Friday. We had Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, day after Christmas, Labor Day, 4th of July, Memorial Day. We had 7 this year, I think. And New Year's Day. So we had 8. 8 days, 8 paid holidays off this year. Yeah, I had it's that many paid holidays plus we get 6 sick days, 5 floating holidays, and then depending on how long you've been with the company, you get a certain number of vacation days. So I was under 4 years, so I got 10 vacation days. And now that I'm over 4 years, I get 15 vacation days. Or was it 5 and 10? No, it's definitely 10 and 15. I just always use them up, so I don't really keep track. I just use them until I get 0 vacation hours left. One of my coworkers was doing that, where he just had enough days left over at the end of the year where he's like, oh, I need to just randomly start taking Fridays and Mondays off, or Fridays off, just for some long weekends in there. Because he had so many to use that he just said like a couple of his PTOs. He was just like, I'm on PTO this week or these days, but I'm at home, so if you really need me, I'll be around. I was like, stop. It's your PTO, don't say that. Yeah, I work from home every day. I only go into the office once a quarter for like 1 or 2 days. Some people like it, some people don't. Most of all of my team works from home, except for a few days, like those couple of days where they, 'cause some of them are remote, like away from the offices, and but the people who live closest to the office will come in like once a quarter, and usually it's a week when the boss flies in for onboarding and meetings and stuff like that. But like some of my coworkers I've never met face to face because they live overseas. And they've never flown over here. That sucks. Yeah, I've heard of that in other companies. My friend, for example, my friend, I think his company allowed for work from home, but he preferred going in the office, so he was going in twice a week anyway. And then his work was like, we're making you come in 4 times a week now. But he's leaving that job. Okay, I'm gonna when I reset this, I'm gonna let Naga rest, because that's like a thing where they're actually getting sick. They have arthritis now? I'm just gonna let them rest that week. Where's my items? Alright, do you have arthritis? No, okay. We are going to make this a rest week, because even though you may succeed at a training, you're probably gonna, what do you call it, do that thing anyway. So we'll just call that a rest week. Alright, back to raising. Run time! I should honestly exercise, but I don't. I sleep till 7:30 usually. And work starts at 8:30. Some people just like sleep. Some people in my last job would literally sleep until 5 minutes before the workday started and just roll out of bed and roll over to their computer. I was like, how do you not like shower at least to wake up in the morning? Or at least like walk around and have a coffee or a tea or something. Do whatever it takes to start your something to start your day instead of just rolling out of bed and starting work right away. I've done that a couple times with I need the run map up. When I'm on call and I get woken up at like 5 in the morning on the weekend. There was one time where I got woke up at like 5 in the morning and just kind of went, okay, I am showering at like, I think whatever I was doing didn't finish until 9, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be right back and just take a 10-minute shower. Nice. Unfortunately, we did get one evil leech, so. Okay, we'll use that next week then. does arthritis do? I should just leave that attributes open. Stress is randomly increased, of course. Yeah, that's like me when I'm on vacation, I tend to walk more. So I'll go from doing nothing while I'm working to walking a ton on vacation to doing nothing. Alright, this is a rest week. That's how I feel. If I don't have somewhere to go to, I feel weird just walking around or going out somewhere. Because when I'm on vacation and I'm walking around, I'm like, I'm going somewhere. I'm going to get food, or I'm going exploring, or I'm going shopping. I also tend to stay up later when I'm on vacation. Like, I'll be actively out doing things until 11:30 at night. I feel weird if I go to bed at 8 or 9 or whatever, like I normally do when I'm at home. And then, you know, when I'm at home, like, I'll finish streaming, and then maybe I'll stay up for another half hour. And then I'll go to bed because I'm tired. Even though I'm not doing anything. Exactly, yeah. It feels weird to just go to the gym and sit there and listen to a podcast or music and lift things up and down for a while on a machine. I need, like, a gym buddy to go with. If I had someone to go with, then I would, feel better about it, I think. Sometimes I finish stream and I go straight to bed. Even though it's only 8 o'clock. Right, our speed's already halfway to, what do you call it? Halfway to max. And we're not even a year old yet. Of course, some of that's from Toji's, heart. Naga got big. I know. I wish they actually did change the sizes or, like, attributes of, like, what they look like. Anything change on them? They're a perfectionist and a sore loser. Already saved, okay. So as we can see, we're 10 months old and our stats are already like that, so that's pretty good. We need to start raising defense and life after this. After we finish speed and power. A sore loser or a sore winner? I guess a sore winner would be more annoying because like they'd win and then they'd be like whining about it, you know? I have a stream on my other monitor that I've been watching on mute. And I haven't been, you know, really watching it because I've been playing this game and talking and doing my own stream. And every time I look at it, it's weirder and weirder. No, I don't want system. I want to move. Alright, it's a rest week. Fine, Naga. Although I find it funny. It reminds me even though it's not sore loser or sore winner, it's like a loser who celebrates too much. If you know that meme of the person on the third place podium, they get the medal around their neck, and then they bite it to make sure it's real, and they're cheering, and they spray the champagne, and then it zooms out, and they're in third place. I don't know why I thought of that meme when you said that. All these successes are nice, but I really want a great. I need more greats. Alright, speed already at 600. Naga's 1 year old! Does it happen to you that you don't want to come across as bragging, but you don't want to lie and tell people you're worse? Yes. I always feel bad about talking about, like, all my trips to Japan to some people, because it feels like I'm bragging. Or, like, oh, I'm taking this Japanese class. How much did it cost? Well, or, like, I guess a little bit with, like, my skill with some games. I'm like, I'm not that good. I'm only second place. I'm only third place on the leaderboard. Or, like, I do something at work that people, like, praising me for. I'm like, ah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that much. Time to skip a Ron. Yay. 15, that's pretty good. That's what people tell me, just like, what do you call it? Embrace what you do. Alright, turn the stream tab off. Look at the Ron map, because I don't have it memorized. that's half the price of my Ron bag right there. I think they'll sell for 500. That's helpful. That was a good Ron. Whenever they're about to collapse, then that's just like not worth it, I think, to try drilling. stretch. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 8. Wow. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going for a little bit more, I think. Where are my stats at? Getting there, getting there. Naga, you just had a rest. Don't need to rest again. Don't need second rest. See? We just need RNG in our favor. That is not RNG in our favor. That is not RNG in our favor. RNG in your favor, like, praise RNG! RNG is good! RNG against you. Screw the RNG! Alright, it's a rest week. Fine. You win. Spongy still isn't in my flavor. Finally. Nice 22. Quit this Ron Ron. Amelia got up from sleeping on my sweatshirt to going to sit on her pillow and stare at herself in the mirror. And lay down on the pillow now. Amelia, you're so cute. Jeez, I've completely refilled my Ron Ron. Oh no, my int went down. My dump stat went down. How dare I lose brain cells? actually running out of places to look. Okay, it's over. I think I've gotten one great this entire time, maybe two. Evil Flaria look. This is the hardest training. I know, I can't flip either. I used to do gymnastics as a really little kid. Doing cartwheels and parallel bars and trampolines and stuff like that. I only did it for like in summer camp for maybe like 3 years, I think. Alright, I'm gonna use that stress item that I have. Where's this one? Here, get less stressed out. Alright, it's gonna catch a cold if I train it, so I'm gonna do a rest week instead. I think we're at 1 brain cell. Alright, it's a rest week. We're almost there. Just a few more trainings and then our speed's gonna be maxed. By like year 2 or whatever. And then we can move on to life and defense. Mostly life. Oh, I need to skip a Ron. Ugh, annoying. Please let me only skip one Ron. And not have to skip twice, because that's annoying. To master all those cutscenes. Dang it. I'll just rest this week. No, I'll try. I'll do a third. I'll follow the guide. We'll huff a leaf and then we'll abandon it and reset. I think I'll stop after this Ron. After I do it successfully, just so I'm at the start of a month, so I know where I'm at. All right, life training. Nope. Alright, we'll do this, finally do this Ron, and then... be done. Because these Ron-Rons take a while. defense boost this time. Yay, less stress is always good. Tired's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay compared to stress. Oh no! My one intelligence went down by nothing. Nice, my power went up by 1. Alright, and with that, I'm getting a little hungry, so I wanna go have a snack before bed. We'll call it there for the night for Monster Rancher. We'll see Monster Rancher again in the new year. We're ranching our Naga, very close to maxing out our speed and our power, so we can move on to defense and life. More life than defense, probably. So we are doing very well for a 1.5-year-old monster. With that, I think I will send you over to what I've been watching. Watching some Blue Stinger, which is a really, really bad horror game, but it's a Christmas horror game. It takes place during Christmas. That's the Christmassy thing about it, so. I will see you over there, and I will see you again here tomorrow for some Aisha. Thanks, Highwinds. I'll see y'all tomorrow.